Hey everybody, and welcome to Technology and Toys, and today's video is going to be an unboxing and review of Komkaer's. Komkaer. I'm sorry if I butchered that, I'm horrible with words. But this is a 9-port USB-C hub, and let's open it up and see what 9 ports we get. Get a little user manual that we probably don't need to look at. And then in this little bag, you get some bubble wrap, probably the best part about this. And then we have the hub itself. It terminates into USB-C. So you get a USB Type-C pass-through for charging and data, get an HDMI port, 3 USB 3.0s, SD card and micro SD card reader, an RJ45 gigabit Ethernet port, and then this is the interesting one, a headphone jack. Not a big fan of this guy, but it is here. So this works just about as you would expect. I'll bring my MacBook over and take the hub. Plug the hub in. No LED power indicator, so just gonna have to assume that it's on, and then you can plug things into it. Like I have my SD card right here, I have a USB flash drive, plug in the charger, charges, plug in a couple more flash drives. That's a tight fit because that one's a little wider than the others. And I have this HDMI to mini DisplayPort cable. It's a little bundled up, but it'll work. Slide that in. And then I'd have to plug the other end into a monitor and it would display. And do I have an Ethernet cable somewhere? I know I have them. Do I have somewhere accessible? And you just plug in to Ethernet. And oh man, do I really want to plug in headphones? Where do I even have plug-in headphones? I don't know where I keep them. And just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to throw in the towel and plug in my PlayStation 4 earpiece to the headphone jack. So now we're using all of the ports except for the micro SD card because I don't know where my only one that's not in this camera went. As you can probably imagine, you have a wide range of versatility with this hub, and this also got me thinking, because it has a headphone jack, this is what sparked the name and idea for this video. What if I plug this in to the new 2018 iPad Pro? It's got a USB-C port, doesn't have a headphone jack, so you're instantly getting that back. Power pass-through, HDMI out to a monitor, and you got all these USB ports and wired networking, which actually does work on iPads. That's interesting. So, to test it out, let me just do a bit of cleanup here. Alright, so now that things are a little bit cleaner, I have the dock, and I'm going to move that down a little bit. I have the 2018 iPad Pro. I'm actually going to scoot this over a little bit and then plug in the dock down a little bit so we can see it. First, I'm going to plug it into power. Oh, and then real quick, right there you can see that we get a little blip that says there's a dock plugged in. If I plug it into power, it does start charging. See right there, it's green. Well, it is charged, but it is supplying power to the device. My Ethernet cable, and that's not really going to do anything because I don't have wired networking up here. And then we'll plug in the SD card. Content's not available, of course. It's probably a formatting error. I probably have this MS-DOS. But if you have properly formatted SD cards, it will read them on the iPad. You can import photos and videos. Another flash drive, and it opens up photos over here, and then I'd be able to import files from this flash drive or this SD card if this was formatted in macOS Extended. And then of course we have, I can plug this into that, and then if I want to open music and start playing things, I can hear it through my one earpiece. If I had a display that I wanted to use the iPad with, I'd just plug the HDMI cable into the dock and it will beam it to whatever display I have. Now the working of this is a little wonky. Most of the time it will mirror your display unless you have an application like iMovie that supports a separate second screen. So support for this right now is a little finicky. I'm sure it'll get better with time. And then I believe if I grab a lightning cable somewhere, I think it's here. Yes, this is it. I believe because these iPads now support power out, I should be able to plug my iPhone in and it starts charging, and it also prompts me to import photos from my iPhone. So hopefully I've been able to demonstrate here that this is a very versatile hub, considering that the iPads now support USB Type-C. This is a little pricey on Amazon. This is about $49.99 right now, but if you're someone who uses both devices or uses an iPad Pro and a Razer Blade or something with another USB-C port, or you just use the iPad Pro and you're dying for that headphone jack back and you don't want to lose your charging port as well, you can do that. I'm sure there's cheaper ones, but if you want the extra ports, this is definitely here. I'll have this linked down below so you guys can check it out at your leisure. I think they only make it in space gray. I could be wrong, and the space gray does match the MacBook Pro but not the iPad Pro because this is a little darker. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as turning on notifications with the bell icon. This has been Jake with Technology and Toys, and until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.